You did it. You did it. You did it. You are the one.
The Tower of London, a fortress, a palace, a prison, and the site of some of the darkest events in British history. Its cold stone walls have seen the rise and fall of kings, the execution of queens, and whispers of restless spirits that still haunt its chambers. Today we step into the shadowed corridors of history and uncover the grim tales of power, betrayal, and tragedy that linger within the Tower of London. Built by William the Conqueror in 1066 after his victory at the Battle of Hastings, the Tower of London was designed as an unbreakable symbol of Norman power. Over the centuries, it evolved into a grand palace, a royal menagerie, and most infamously, a prison where the enemies of the crown met their fate. In the year 1483, two young princes, Edward V and his brother Richard, Duke of York, were placed in the tower by their uncle Richard III, supposedly for their protection, but soon they vanished without a trace. Did Richard III order their murder to secure his own throne, or did someone else have a hand in their disappearance? Centuries later, two small skeletons were discovered beneath a staircase in the tower, leading many to believe the tragic fate of the princes had finally been uncovered. Yet the truth remains shrouded in mystery. In 1536, Queen Anne Boleyn, second wife of Henry VIII, was brought to the Tower on charges of treason, adultery, and witchcraft. Many believe these accusations were fabricated to rid the king of his unwanted wife. After a swift trial, Anne was sentenced to death. On the morning of May 19th, she stepped onto the scaffold at Tower Green, clad in a dark robe, her hands trembling, yet her head held high. With a single stroke of a French executioner's sword, Anne Boleyn's life ended, but her spirit is said to walk the halls of the tower, still, her spectral figure seen gliding silently through the corridors, carrying her own severed head. The tower was not just a prison, it was a place of torment. The notorious Bloody Towers earned its name from the horrors that took place within its walls. Many prisoners were interrogated and tortured, including Guy Fawkes, who was brutally racked in an attempt to force a confession about the gunpowder plot. The site of the Traitors Gate, where prisoners entered by boat, must have struck terror into the hearts of those who knew they would never leave alive. Legends say that the Tower of London is one of the most haunted places in Britain. The headless spectre of Anne Boleyn has been seen wandering near the chapel of St. Peter ad Vincula. Guards have reported strange apparitions, including the ghost of Lady Jane Grey, the tragic nine-day queen. And then there's the chilling tale of the tower's resident ravens. According to legend, if they ever leave, the kingdom will fall. The Tower of London stands today as a museum, a place of learning and a tourist attraction. But beneath its modern identity, its stones hold the weight of history, the betrayals, the executions, and the lost souls who once called it home. The past may be long gone, but in the Tower of London it never truly sleeps.